and let's say for T2 with 20 oscillations. So first measurement is 22.65 seconds. Second measurement, let's do this. So you don't need to stop this and rotate it again. You can just like keep counting from this only. But to fix the position, we are going to stop it, rotate it further, and then leave it. So let me just reset my watch here. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So again, so this time our measurement was pretty close. So the reading is 22.57 seconds. Okay. So although the reading are close, we can still take the average of this. So this will be almost equals to some 22.358. So 61. This is your average, and we need to divide it with 20 oscillations. So T2 will be the value of T2 is, I'm going to write the value T2 here, which is equal to 1.13 seconds. Okay. So now all we need to do is put these values in the formulas and get the value. So simplest one is Poisson's ratio, which was Poisson's ratio was T2 square by 2 T1 square minus 1. So let's calculate this value first. So I've got the values T1 equals to 0.817, T2 equal to 1.13. I'm going to put these values here, and I've calculated the value. So we get the Poisson's ratio equal to, we get here 0.04. Okay. So the value of Poisson's ratio for this wire is 0.04, and the unit should be equal to, so this quantity is basically unitless because we are taking the ratio second square divided by second square. 1 is just a number. So this quantity is unitless, and the value is 0.04 for this wire. Okay. Now to measure the Young's modulus and Poisson's ratio, Young's modulus and shear modulus, I am going to rub this off and just keep the values T1 and T2. So in case of Young's modulus, let's put this values. 8 into pi is equal to 3.14 into length is 30 centimeter, and then moment of inertia is this value 47.225, okay, divided by T1 square, which is 1.27. Okay, the T1 square is 1.27 multiplied by r to power 4. So the radius of the wire is 0.107, and we are taking the fourth power of this, 0.107 fourth power. Okay, so you can see that all the quantities are in centimeters, so the unit will be cancelled out. So you can perform the calculation here. So if we convert these quantities, we get 22.567. This is your Young's modulus. So Young's modulus is stress upon strain, force per unit area divided by length. So this will be equal to Newton per meter square. Okay, and the shear modulus will be, again we need to replace this time 1.27 with the time of 1.13 second square. So all I'm going to do is, so the value we calculated for eta shear modulus is equal to 12.57 Newton meter square. So again we need to be very careful about the units we put in the quantities, because without the units the quantities are meaningless. So we have measured the three quantities: Young's modulus, Poisson's ratio and shear modulus for this wire using the method, Searle's method. So in this experiment we combined various concepts of physics like rotation, simple harmonic motion, and these concepts Young's modulus, shear modulus and Poisson's ratio to get to the measurement of these quantities. So with this experiment I hope you learned how we combine different concepts of physics to derive a simple expression of any physical quantities. So finally I would like to say that Searle's method is a method which is a very ingenious and elegant method to measure these material properties like Young's modulus, shear modulus and Poisson's ratio of any given wire. So and these values are properties of the material. So once you measure these quantities for a material, it does not change for the same material, it will remain constant concept, or you can define a material by these values. So with this I would like to end this experiment. Thank you very much.